So I don't know who's ever gonna see this other than my two friends, but hi, my name's Rania and welcome to my channel. So I've been wanting to make a channel for a really long time now, but being such a private and awkward person, it's just been really hard to get myself to do this. And on top of that, I never really knew what I wanted to talk about on here, but I think I finally figured it out. So let me introduce myself a little better. My name's Rania and I'm about to go into my second year of nursing school. I've heard so many of my classmates and even nurses here on YouTube talk about how they just always knew that nursing is what they wanted to do. But for me, that wasn't the case. Growing up, I changed my mind so many times. When I was like 11, up till grade 11 or 12, I wanted to be a plastic surgeon. Why? I don't know. It's what I wanted to do. And then by the end of grade 12, I was like a sad and depressed teenager, so I decided no, I want to be a psychologist so that I could help other sad and depressed teenagers. And then I went to university, and in my first year, I ended up taking an intro to law course, and I loved it. So that's when I decided that no, I was going to be a lawyer. I changed my major. I took all law courses and history too, because I love history. And then a couple years into my degree, I realized I really disliked law. I found it so dry, so boring, so tedious, and I did not want to be at school. So I ended up going to school part-time because I didn't want to be there, and that was a terrible idea. I just prolonged my agony. I really suffered through university to get my bachelor's, but I did get it. I did graduate, and a couple weeks after completing my final exams, I was offered a job at a marketing company in Beijing, China. Not to work in law, but to work in marketing. I don't know. Anyway, I did take the job. A week later, off I went, and yeah, I don't know how I went from thinking about medicine to law to working in marketing in a foreign country. Like, I don't know, but it happened. Anyway, when I got back to Canada, I really didn't know what to do with myself. So while I was applying for jobs, I decided to volunteer at a long-term care home working with seniors with dementia. Not because I was passionate about it or had any sort of interest in it, but simply because I wanted to fluff up my resume and make myself look like a good person. And I honestly thought that I would hate it there. I thought I would get so bored and quit after 2 weeks, but it's been 4 years now and I'm still volunteering at this place. I love it. It's just so fulfilling and so humbling. I really love my residents. I love sitting with them, just talking, hanging out. I love feeding them, doing activities with them. I love them. I love seeing them smile. Anyway, a couple years had gone by, like a couple years after getting to Canada had gone by, and I was working a job at a bank, and I hated it. I absolutely hated this job. Like, I've never hated anything so much in my entire life. Every shift at this place just sucked the life out of me. My shifts would start at 9 in the morning, and I'm not kidding, I would sit in my car until like 8:59 just so that I wouldn't have to spend a second more in that place. So while I was there, I decided that I wanted a better career, one that I would actually like, so I made the decision to go back to school. Unsure of what to study, I ended up talking with my parents and we came up with a bunch of different options, but in the end my dad had suggested nursing because he just thought it would be a good fit for me considering how much I loved volunteering with the seniors. And so that is how I ended up in nursing. It took me a very long time to get to this point. And honestly, I never thought I would get to this point, but here I am. And you know, sometimes I do get a little bit jealous of those people who've just always known what they want to do with their lives. Not necessarily nurses, but just people in general who've just always known. Sometimes I wish that I could have just finished school and gone straight into that career. But at the same time, I'm very grateful that I took this long and scenic route because I've had the chance to experience so much, you know? Like, I went to university and I took all sorts of classes to expand my knowledge base. I learned how to become a better writer, how to research, how to analyze, think critically, form educated opinions. Through school, I met so many awesome people from all kinds of different cultures and backgrounds with different lives, mindsets, points of view. I got the chance to travel or to work internationally, and I also got the chance to travel to a bunch of different countries. Through my travels, I got to meet even more amazing and cultured people who helped to further my growth. And I've worked all kinds of different jobs. So during this time, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about what I like, what I dislike, what makes me happy. I don't know, my 20s were good to me. I gained a lot of self-awareness, so I am grateful for that. Anyway, I've gotten way off track. So I finished my first year of nursing school just a few months back, and this time around I really enjoyed my time in school. I did really well. I made it to the top of all my classes, and I think that's what finally gave me the push to go ahead and make this channel. Is I figured that as an adult learner who's already finished university, got a bachelor's degree, a graduate certificate, and some life experience, that maybe I could offer nursing students, or even just students in general, a different perspective. So that was a very, very long way of me telling you that I finally figured out what I want my channel to be all about. I want to talk to you guys about nursing, nursing school, nursing stuff, my experiences in and out of school, and just my journey to becoming a nurse. So if this interests you and you want to join me on my journey, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will try my best to put out videos for you somewhat regularly. Oh, and also if you have any like tips, comments, advice, whatever, then please leave it in the comment box below. So I think that's all I want to say for now, so thank you so much for watching.